Hi, this is Ronnie and welcome to my channel. Today I am with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club celebration of Khristina and the kits that she makes. And this kit, these papers here were from my August Secret Not Secret kit. And I didn't have any full papers left, but I do have partials, and that's what I was going to end up using. And this layout is also for the online crop that she has every month for the members of the Kit Club. And this one, Khristina, is the one who did the challenge, and it was Step It Up. So you'll see how my pictures are laid there. That was stepping it up. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to end up changing it a little at the end. I go back a few days later, and I'm looking at it, and I thought, I'm going to try something else. Well, I didn't like it any better, but you'll have to wait and see what I end up doing. But yeah, I wanted to add some more color to the page. I was doing it pretty monochromatic, and I wanted more. Yeah. So it's not that I like it any worse than I like it beforehand, but I don't like it any better either. I use red to mount my pictures, and behind there I use die cuts to cut out stars. And they're from Freckled Fawn. And they're not, I don't have the whole set anymore. That has little thin plastic on there. And I guess I lost 3 out because all I had was 3. I don't know where the other 3 went. I need to get them on magnetic strips. I do have most of mine on. I'd ordered 50 and the sleeves to put them in. And I used them all up in no time. And I had also ordered a roll for the larger dies that I do have, and I cut them up, and I do have a tiny bit of that left, but someday when I get some extra money, I'll order some more or figure out a way to add these 3 stars, but I kept hoping I'd find the other 3 to the ones that I have. That heart die there is Kaiser Craft, and it comes in a set of 2. And I'm going to use both of them. And one is more uniform than the other one. And so I'm going to use the uniform one up there to divide the 2 pieces of paper that I put. And so I'm going to end up cutting it apart. And then the other one, I'm going to use it down there in a cluster with a star and some French fries that was on the sticker sheet in the kit. This is called Teen Spirit by Echo Park. And it is the girl version, but it does have French fries on there. So I am going to use them there. And my pictures are my granddaughters. I'd taken my mom shopping and pay some bills and stuff, and she wanted something from McDonald's to have for supper. And so when we went through the drive-thru, she told me to order the girls a Happy Meal too. So I did. And these pictures are of the girls after we got back home, and they were eating their Happy Meal. After they finished eating their Happy Meal, I had them to write my mom thank you letters. Well, notes, thank you notes. Because I had a 2-page spread that I had gone to a workshop on Close to My Heart. And it was called Love Notes. And then it had these tags in there so you could write love notes in there. So they did their scribbling on there. And I gave the pages to my mom and thanking her for buying them the Happy Meal. And of course, I had to take pictures of them writing the little thank you notes so I could have a scrapbook page of it. But so far, I had not scrapbooked this for myself. On my title there, the word perfection came from that Pink Fresh sticker sheet. And then I can't remember the name of the ones that were for the box, but the white ones were from Freckled Fawn. So my title's Perfection in a Box. And I'm working on that little cluster down there at the bottom now. I fussy cut out some French fries, and I'm going to tuck it behind the heart die cut. And this heart die cut, I usually take the hearts that are left over from it. You can see them still laying there in the die. And I put them on the page after I mount the die cut on some little tiny foam dots, and I stick them down in the hearts. But this time I stuck those hearts from Sticko right there, the puffy ones, and I end up using them on the page instead. But they are kind of like my focus thing for the month, because I do have several packages, because for a while there, every time I went to Walmart, I'd buy a package. So since they went with my kit for the month, I thought I'd make sure I left them in there and used them as much as I could. I am putting the stars on now. Oh, here's the hearts, and see how I'm just dropping them down in the empty spots on the heart strip there. I don't know, I can't, let me look. I brought my layout in here. I did not fill in every one, and I put some on top of the white ones also, but it was to give it variety. And I'm also going to pull a sticker out that says Besties Forever, because they're 14 now. So they were pretty small, and they're still best friends and sisters. Twins, actually. Although they do not look alike whatsoever. The only thing they have in common is their last name. I'm adding sequins to the page now, and usually that's the last thing I do with the page, but it is not going to be the last thing on this one. And they're from Cat Scrappiness, and is Pocket Full of Sunshine, I believe is the name of it. And it has really shiny yellow ones in there, but it also has some that look like crystals. So it's pretty bright little sequins, and I do like them a lot. I punched out a piece of vellum here. I do have vellum behind that strip behind the pictures, and so I thought I'd use some more vellum on the page. So I used my scallop punch, and I punched it out, and I thought I'd make a little tiny cluster here, and I put the 1 star, and I end up cutting a thing off the sticker sheet and fussy cutting it with vellum behind it, and it's just a circle. And I used some of these puffy little stickers that's candy. I didn't have anything that was hamburger and french fries, so I thought, well, I'll use the candy. It is food, and it's probably not any better for you, or the hamburger's not any better for you than the candy is. But the hamburger's what those girls like. My grandsons always wanted chicken strips, but then the girls came along and they wanted hamburgers, so they're pretty good at eating them too. And this is where I cut out that circle, fussy cut around it, and I just wanted to put something there outside, and I couldn't even think. I looked at the sticker sheet and couldn't think of anything I wanted to use that was small enough to put there. So I just put that on there just for a little bit of variety in there, so it wouldn't all be the same. And then I put my puffy stickers in there. And I'm going to end up putting some puffy stickers over there with the other cluster with the bigger star too. And I believe these are by Sticko also, and I've had them a little while. Well, I guess since 2015. I went to Savannah, and we went to a sweet shop that had handmade candy. Oh, they was so good. And we got like a little variety pack, me and my sister and I. And I needed some candy to go on that scrapbook page. I made my sister an album of our trip, and have not made a single page for myself yet. And how long ago is that? Almost 5 years? Yeah, I really need to get to doing that. So I'll have it. She was talking about how long I was taking too, and I said, well, I haven't even done a single page for me, so she quit complaining. But yeah, I got hers done. And oh, here is where I came back. I turned my layout in as a step up for the Step Up Challenge, and it was laying there a few days later when I went back to Scrapbook, and I thought, man, every time I look at that, I want some more color. And since I had a little bit of yellow in those puffy stickers, I decided I'd try to use a little more yellow, so you can, instead of me putting the strip straight behind there, I thought if I cut it apart, I can make sure the yellow was showing there in the middle. And then I pulled this doily out, and I'm going to end up cutting it. It's bigger than I thought, so it was hanging over the edge of the pictures, and I could have just cut it down a tiny bit smaller, but I thought I'd work it in and see what it looked like with just some lace hanging out, and so that's what I ended up doing. And like I said at the beginning, I really wasn't happy, well, I don't know if I said at the beginning or not. This is my second voiceover. The first one, I've been having loads of trouble with my computer, and it just shut down. And I had saved when I finished editing the video part, but hadn't done the voiceover. So I had to do the whole voiceover again once I got it back up. And it did not even save in the program. I had to hunt the computer down for the video because I knew I had done some savings. And there I moved, because I put that doily on there, that one heart wasn't showing, and I wasn't going to have a puffy heart hidden under there. So I put it on top, and so half of it's on the picture. And then I thought I might as well put one on the other side, so I did put one on the right and did the same thing. But that's it. That's my layout. There will be other people today, because it is the 9th of the month, that are celebrating Khristina and her kits and their Secret Not Secret Kit Club, so be sure and check them out. And here's my close-ups. Isn't that a pretty die cut? I really like it. It kind of looks crooked once you put it down because that one heart goes up higher on the end, but it's not really crooked. This one is crooked, but I put it down with wet glue, so yeah, it did end up a little bit crooked. But I am leaving it because I cannot pull it up. But those are my close-ups, and there's my title, Perfection in a Box, because those girls really like the Happy Meals. Of course, they love salad and soup that young, so I could get that sometimes for them. But that's my layout. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. And if you leave a comment below, if it's a question or if you just want to chat, I will be sure to respond. If you like the video, if you give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. Thank you so very much for watching, and have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.